Hi everyone, welcome back. In the last video, we implemented this create note screen. Today we are going to implement save note functionality, and for that I will create a note provider. So let's get started. So first of all, in my root folder, I will create a new folder and I will name it hooks. Inside here, I will create a new file and I will call it use notes.tsx. First of all, I will create a context. I will use create context from React, and inside here I will provide null and I will give it a name notes context. Next I will create notes provider. So I will say export const notes provider arrow function, and inside here I will pass children and I will give it a type children. Type is React node from React. Now inside here I will return the node provider. So I will say node context dot provider, close it, and inside here I will pass the children from props and I will give it a value. Now I will create a notes state quickly. So I will say use state. So inside use state I will pass empty array and I will say const notes and set notes. I will pass notes inside here. I will add curly braces inside here because it's an object. We are seeing an error over here because we did not provide a type for the context. So let's create the type for context. So we will say type and we say notes context type equal to an object, and inside here I will pass notes, and notes would be an array of note. Now we will create a type for this note. So we will say type note equal to curly braces, and inside here I will provide the properties. So first would be ID, and ID is a string. Then title is also a string. Body is also a string. Pinned is boolean, and last is updated at, and it's a number. Save. Now our type is created. I will create a new file to save this type. So I will go to my root folder and I will create a new file and I will call it types.ts. I will simply cut this type and paste inside my types.ts file, and before type I will add export so that I can access it inside my context. Control space import. Now our type is coming from types file. Next I will provide this context type in my create context. So it would be either context type or null. Save it, and with this our error is gone from here. Next I will create an add note function. So I will say const add note arrow function, and inside here I will provide two parameters. First is title, which is a string, and then body, which is also a string. Save it. I will add this function in my values and I will quickly create a type for it. So let's say add note, and inside here I can provide two properties. Title is string, body is also a string, and then this will return a note. Now we will implement add note functionality. So first of all I will trim the title, So title dot trim, and I will save it to T, copy paste it. Same thing for body, replace T with B. Next, I will create a note object. So I will say const note, and I will give it a type note, which we have created earlier. An object, this is a typo, it should be const. So first I will provide the ID, and ID would be a unique ID, and for that I will create a new function UID. Now let's create this function outside the notes provider. So under notes context, I will create a UID function, UID arrow function, and over here I will return a string of random numbers. So I will simply say math dot random, and I will convert it to string, and I will pass 36 over here, and then dot slice, and I will slice from second index to 10th index. Save it. Now I will go to my note object. Next I will provide title, and title is T, then body it's B, then I will provide pinned, and pinned would be false by default. Next updated at, and it's now time, so date dot now, it should be updated at. Save it. Next I will update this note in my state, so I will say set notes, and I will get the previous state, square braces, then note, comma, triple dot, and previous state. Save it. I'm getting error over here because I did not provide the type in my state, so I can simply say not array, and the error is gone. Next I will return the note, and with this our notes provider is ready to add a note. Now I will create the hook quickly. So under the notes provider, I will say export function, and I will say use notes, curly braces. Inside here I will say const ctx is equal to use context from React, and I will pass our notes context inside here. In the next line I will check if I do not have this context, so I will simply throw an error, throw new error, and I will say use notes must be used within notes provider. Save, and if I get the context I will simply return the context. Save it. With this now we are ready to add the note. On save button click. So let's go to our app folder, then note, and then id.tsx file, and inside here I will go to my save button, and on the pressable I will implement on press function, and inside here I will give it a function save, and I will create this save function over here. So I will simply say const save and then arrow function, and inside here I will say if it is a new note, so if is new, then we will add a note, and add note we will get from our hook. So we will simply say over here use notes, and I will import it from hooks, and I will get add note from here. So const empty object equal to, and inside here I will get add note, and for add note I have to provide title and body, and this title and body I am getting from my state. I am getting an error over here, use notes must be used within the notes provider. So in order to fix this we have to go into our layout file, and we have to provide the notes provider over here. So I will say notes provider, and wrap the stack inside NotesProvider, and with this our error is gone. Now if I click on add note and I add the title and add the note and hit save, then our new note should be saved. We can verify it in a bit, but before that I wanna implement one more thing. On this save button click, after our note is saved, I wanna go back to notes screen, and for that over here I will use navigation from expo router, and I will call it const navigation. I will copy it, and inside my save function I will say navigation dot go back save. Now if I add the title, body and hit save, I go back to the notes screen. Now we can simply verify if our notes are saved or not. For that I will go to my index.tsx file, and over here I will import use notes hook, and I will get notes from it. So const notes, save it. So under my add note button I will quickly create a view, and inside my view I will iterate through these notes. So I will say notes.map, and I will provide note and index, and over here I will return a text from React Native, and in this text I will provide the note. Over here I will provide the key, save. I am getting an error over here because I am passing object instead of the string. By simply providing the title note.title, this issue would be fixed. We can provide the color over here to the text to see it. So we can say styles, and inside here we can say color, and we can import colors from lib and dot text, save it. Now let's add a note quickly. So test for title, test for body, save. Now we can see the test over here. Let's add another one. So test 1, save, and you can see test 1 over here. So with this, add note functionality and NotesProvider is done. In the next video we will work on the note items. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching.